We are at the last stage. After learning all the concepts right from the start, beginning with the order of a matrix, addition and subtraction of matrices, scalar multiplication of a matrices, multiplication of matrices, finding the transpose to a symmetric matrix, to a skew symmetric matrix, even to the finding inverse of a matrix by doing ट्रांसफॉर्मेशंस, ये सब चीज़ें पढ़ने के बाद नाउ वी विल एंड दिस चैप्टर बाय डूइंग द मिसलेनियस एक्सरसाइज. सो लेट्स गो अहेड एंड रिव्यू दिस चैप्टर बाय सॉल्विंग अ फ्यू प्रॉब्लम्स. द वेरी फर्स्ट प्रॉब्लम सेज दैट A is a matrix 0 0 0 1. So this is a 2 cross 2 matrix. We are supposed to prove that AI plus BA. Now this A is a constant, this B is a constant, but the capital A is the matrix A, the whole raised to n is equal to A raised to Ni plus n into A raised to n minus 1 BA. सो दिस इज़ वॉट वी हैव टू प्रूव. अगर आपने मिसलेनियस एक्सरसाइज से पहले कुछ जो सॉल्व्ड एग्जाम्पल्स हमें दिए गए हैं टर्म्ड एज मिसलेनियस एग्जाम्पल्स, इफ़ यू नोटिस दैट आपको ये समझ में आएगा कि ये पर्टिकुलर प्रॉब्लम जो है हमें मैथमेटिकल इंडक्शन को प्रूव यूज़ करके प्रूव करना है. सो बेसिकली लेट्स गो अहेड एंड सी द प्रूफ. So the first step of the proof is that this is true for 1. So basically to prove this result by mathematical induction, P of 1 is, and this result is nothing but P of n. P of 1 is what? It's just AI plus BA the whole raised to 1. This has to be equal to A raised to 1 I. So AI plus 1 times A raised to 1 minus 1. A raised to 0 is just 1. So this is 1 BA, which is valid. So P of 1 is true. Now the second step of mathematical induction is let P of k be true. When P of k is true, this means that AI plus BA the whole raised to k is equal to A raised to ki plus k times A raised to k minus 1 BA. This is something that we assume, and using this we have to prove that P of k plus 1 is true. Now what is P of k plus 1? P of k plus 1 is nothing but AI plus B of A the whole raised to k plus 1, right? Now this will become what? This is nothing but AI plus BA the whole raised to k into AI plus BA. Am I right? It's just like something raised to 7 is something raised to 6 into that something. That is what I have written. अगर हमने इसको यूज़ करके ये ट्रू है ऐसा प्रूव कर दिया, ये ट्रू है मतलब दिस बीइंग इक्वल टू ए रेस टू के प्लस 1 आई प्लस k plus 1 into a raised to k plus 1 minus 1 BA, then the corresponding result, the mathematical induction proof that we are trying to do is true, and hence this will be justified true. What mathematical induction says is you just have to follow a 3-step format. The first step is prove it for a very small number like k is equal to 1, like n is equal to 1. अगर n is equal to 1 या n is equal to के लिए वो true हो गया, so the first step is done. The second step is assume this particular induction formulae to be true for a value k, and after assuming that, the third step is to prove that this particular thing is valid for n is equal to k plus 1. So using n is equal to k, if we prove that it is true for n is equal to k plus 1 by mathematical induction, the entire proof is valid for whatever value of n defined by the mathematical induction theorem. So let us see how this goes. So now this can be used from here. यहाँ से हम इसको use करेंगे क्योंकि हमने ये assume किया है कि ये true है. A raised to k I plus k a k minus 1 b a. this into AI plus BA. अब इसको expand करते हैं. When I multiply this into this, I get a raised to k plus 1. I into I will give you I square, which is again I, because identity matrix always is I. Whatever time you raise it, it's like 1 raised to anything is 1. So that this into this will give you a raised to k times b. I into a will give you a, because any matrix into I will give you that any matrix back. Now this into this should give you k times a raised to k, because a raised to k minus 1 into a will give you a raised to k minus 1 plus 1, which is a raised to k, times b times a into I will give you a back. Now the last is this into this will give you k into a raised to k minus 1 b square a square. Now this is where it becomes slightly critical. As I said, p of k plus 1 prove करने के लिए this thing has to be equal to a raised to k plus 1 I plus k plus 1 into a raised to k plus 1 minus 1, so a raised to k b a. So by that logic, पहला term वैसे का वैसा ready-made है. We have a raised to k plus 1 with us. Now one thing to notice is, if a is this, what is a square? A square is 0 0 1 0 into 0 0 1 0. अगर हम इसको expand करेंगे, so it's a 2 cross 2 matrix. This into this, so 0 0 1 0 is still 0. This into this, so 0 1 1 0 is still 0. This into this is 0 and this into this is 0. So this tells you that a square is a null matrix. So this term will just vanish away. Now out of the remaining these two terms, as you can see that you have many things common. Rather a raised to k b a, all these three things can be taken common. यहाँ सिर्फ 1 बचेगा और यहाँ सिर्फ k बचेगा. And this is what exactly proves us कि a raised to k plus 1 I plus this should be k plus 1, so this is here k plus 1 into a raised to k plus 1 minus 1, which is a raised to k, and b times a. So hence p of k plus 1 is true. So by mathematical induction, therefore by mathematical induction, ai plus ba the whole raised to n is equal to a raised to ni plus n into a raised to n minus 1 ba. So again, I'll repeat the mathematical induction theorem. Prove the statement for n equal to 1. So p of 1 is true. Assume that it is valid for p of k, and using that prove it for p of k plus 1. If you do these three steps, then the statement is true for any given n of natural numbers. So this is what we did, and hence we proved that this particular statement is right. Following these lines, we'll do the second problem as well using the same technique of mathematical induction. So second problem की तरफ बढ़ते हैं. Second problem में हमें matrix दिया गया है A as 1 1 1 1 1 1 and 1 1 1, very sweet matrix because all the elements are 1. Now we are supposed to prove that a raised to n is this. This is what we are supposed to prove. Now, as I said, by mathematical induction, P of 1, P is just like the statement, the proposition 1 is true, because if you put n as 1, you'll get a raised to 1 as 3 raised to 1 minus 1, which is 3 raised to 0, so 1. So all the elements will become 1. So P of 1 is true. All you have to do is put here n is equal to 1, यहाँ दिखाइए a raised to 1 is equal to 3 raised to 1 minus 1, ये सब डाल के दिखाइए, then equate it to this, because this is 1 1 1 1 1 1, which is equal to a, and hence that is true. So P of 1 is valid. After that, let P of k be true. So what does that mean? That means that a raised to k equal to 3 raised to k minus 1, all the elements rather being 3 raised to k minus 1. ये ट्रू है. Now p of k plus 1 ट्रू होने के लिए a raised to k plus 1 को 3 raised to k बनना पड़ेगा, because k plus 1 minus 1 is k. So this is nothing but a raised to k into a. So let's see how this goes. 3 raised to k minus 1 everywhere. Right? So this into 1 1 1 everywhere. Let's see what this multiplication gives you, because depending on this you will get the value of a raised to k plus 1, and if it is equal to 3 raised to k everywhere, by mathematical induction we will be proving the proposition of p is equal to k plus 1. So let's see how this goes. So the first element here, but naturally both of them are 3 cross 3, so multiplication is feasible with 3 cross 3 being the ultimate result. So this into this will give you 3 raised to k minus 1 plus 3 raised to k minus 1 plus 3 raised to k minus 1. So this is 3 times 3 raised to k minus 1, right? And naturally everywhere it will be the same. सब जगह वो same ही होने वाला है, because everywhere if you see the second element, first row, second column, so it's 3 raised to k minus 1 3 times. So this is how it will be, and this is 3 raised to 1 plus k minus 1, so this will give you 3 raised to k everywhere. And you obviously need to write this properly when it comes to exam. So 3 raised to k everywhere, suggesting that a raised to k plus 1 for this particular entity, this is the case. So this is valid. So p of k plus 1 is true. And therefore by mathematical induction we have to write this, a raised to n is this, hence proved. So this is how you will solve these kind of problems where we have to prove in matrices a particular statement by mathematical induction. So I'll just go through the third one now. So in the third one, a has been given to you as 3 minus 4 1 minus 1. You have to prove that a raised to n is a particular entity. So again, I'm not going to solve this, but I'm just going to go through this because it's pretty simple. First step, by mathematical induction, put n as 1. Once you put n as 1, you will get a as 3 minus 4 1 minus 1, which is given to you, hence p of 1 is true. Assuming p of k is true, a raised to k would be 1 plus 2k minus 4k, k and 1 minus 2k. Once you got this aside, then turn your attention to a raised to k plus 1, and a raised to k plus 1 is similarly as in the previous problem, a raised to k times a. So basically आप ये जो नया matrix आपको मिला है 1 plus 2k minus 4k, k and 1 minus 2k, you will multiply this with 3 minus 4 1 and minus 1, and eventually you will get 1 plus 2 times k plus 1 minus 4 times k plus 1, k plus 1 and 1 minus 2 times k plus 1. Once you get that, you have proved proposition k plus 1 true, and hence by mathematical induction this particular statement that a raised to n is 1 plus 2n minus 4n, n and 1 minus 2n is true. So this is how the third problem will go. So let's turn our attention to the fourth problem. It's of different kind now. यहाँ पे हमें ये बताया गया है that a and b are symmetric matrices. So the given statement is a and b are symmetric matrices. So what does this mean? This means that A transpose is equal to A and B transpose is equal to B. This is the basic definition of a symmetric matrix. Now आगे हमें क्या prove करना है? We have to prove that AB minus BA is a skew matrix, as a skew symmetric matrix. This is what we have to prove. Now the proof goes as such: AB minus BA, hence using this can be written as AB minus B dash A dash, which can be further written as AB minus AB the whole transpose, because we know that there is a property of transpose that ए बी द होल ट्रांसपोज इज नथिंग बट बी डैश ए डैश. सो वही रिवर्स प्रॉपर्टी हमने यूज करके ये लिखा है. नाउ लेट ए बी be equal to some matrix P. So this will give you P minus P transpose, and we know that this has to be a skew symmetric matrix. रीजन बीइंग, आप अगर कोई भी मैट्रिक्स लेते हैं उसका ट्रांसपोज निकालते हैं तो देयर इज दिस थियरम दैट a matrix plus its transpose will always give you a symmetric matrix, and a matrix minus its transpose will always give you a skew symmetric matrix. So this one is a skew symmetric matrix, and hence we prove the fourth problem. Let's move on to the fifth one. This is on a similar note. यहाँ पे we have been given that A is a depending on A being a symmetric or a skew symmetric matrix, we need to prove that B dash or B transpose AB is symmetric or skew symmetric depending on A being symmetric or skew symmetric. इसका मतलब यह है कि हमें ये प्रूव करना है कि अगर A सिमेट्रिक है तो B डैश ए बी भी सिमेट्रिक होगा, और अगर A स्क्यू सिमेट्रिक है तो B डैश ए बी, ये मैट्रिक्स जो है नया मैट्रिक्स फॉर्म होता है, ये भी स्क्यू सिमेट्रिक है. सो लेट्स सी हाउ. B डैश ए बी, ये चीज़ का हम ट्रांसपोज निकालते हैं. लेट्स ट्राई एंड फाइंड द ट्रांसपोज ऑफ दिस. नाउ ट्रीट B dash as one matrix and treat AB as another. Now using this particular logic, first matrix into second matrix का whole transpose is second matrix का transpose. So AB the whole transpose into B dash का whole transpose. That is what has happened here, right? So दो matrices multiplied हैं, उसका transpose हम निकाल रहे हैं, तो it's second का transpose into first का transpose, right? So here it is second का transpose into first का transpose. So B dash का dash will give you B. So it's nothing but now again इसको भी हम expand करेंगे. AB transpose will give you B transpose A transpose by the same formula, and this will just give you B. Now if you observe that ये entire चीज़ का जो transpose है, it's only it's similar except for this A has turned to A dash or A transpose. Now if A is symmetric, A transpose is equal to A, and therefore B dash A B the whole transpose, this entity is nothing but B dash A B, therefore being symmetric. इसका मतलब अगर A सिमेट्रिक है तो A ट्रांसपोज इज A, यहाँ पे A ट्रांसपोज की जगह A आ जाएगा और ये बन जाएगा B ट्रांसपोज A B, which is same as this, which shows that if this is P, P transpose is P, and hence this becomes symmetric as well. Now on the other hand, if A is skew symmetric, then A transpose is minus of A. In that case, therefore, this particular entity B dash A B the whole transpose will become B dash A dash की जगह minus A आएगा तो minus A B. Now this shows that P transpose is minus of P, therefore स्क्यू सिमेट्रिक. अगर कोई भी मैट्रिक्स का ट्रांसपोज जो है माइनस ऑफ इट्स ओरिजिनल मैट्रिक्स हो जाता है तो वो स्क्यू सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिक्स बन जाता है. सो दिस इज द प्रूफ फॉर द फिफ्थ वन. ऑल यू हैव टू डू इज नो द बेसिक फॉर्मूलाज लाइक for a symmetric matrix the transpose is equal to the original matrix, for a skew symmetric matrix the transpose is equal to negative of the matrix, and so on. So let's move ahead. After doing the fifth problem, there are a few problems which involve solving multiplication of matrices and finding out transposes as well. So I'll just go through them, not solve them entirely. In the sixth problem आपको A दिया हुआ है, आपको A transpose निकालना पड़ेगा. All you have to do is make the first row the first column, the second row the second column, and the third row the third column. Once you do that, you get A transpose. Take this A transpose, multiply with A, ठीक है, you get equations, you equate it to identity matrix which is 1 0 0 0 1 0 and 0 0 1. Solve them to get the values of x, y and z. It should be an easy one, so I leave this up to you. Next, the 7th problem is quite similar to the 9th one which I am going to solve later. If you see, there are 3 matrices which are to be multiplied. The first one is 1 to 1, which is a 1 cross 3 matrix, and the next one is a 3 cross 3 matrix, so multiplication is possible. So you multiply them, then the resultant will be multiplied with the matrix which is 3 cross 1, which is 0 to x. Solve them, equate it to 0 and get the value of x. Should be pretty simple, I guess. Simple matrix multiplication involved. Similarly, the 8th one, a दिया हुआ है, a square निकाल सकते हैं a into a करके. Similarly, 5a निकाल सकते हैं, 7i निकाल सकते हैं, and you can prove that it is equal to 0. So I am not getting involved in that. Let's do the 9th one. The 9th one looks interesting because there is x in couple of places similar to the 7th one. Let's go ahead with it. 9th one, we have to find x where this is true. X minus 5 minus 1, then we have 1 0 2, 0 2 1 and 2 0 3, and then we have x 4 1, and this is equal to 0. So this is what the given condition is, and we are supposed to find x. तो पहले this into this कर लेते हैं. Let's first write down the orders as we always do. This is 1 cross 3, this is 3 cross 1, and this is 3 cross, or rather this is 3 cross 3, this is 3 cross 1. So now since 3 and 3 are equal, the resultant will be 1 cross 3. So let's see how it goes. Resultant 1 cross 3, so something like this. So now this into this, right? The first element is a11, first row, first column, x plus 0 minus 2. So x minus 2 is the first element. Afterwards, we have first row, second column, so 0, minus 10 and 0, so this is minus 10. And first row, third column, 2x minus 5 minus 3. 2x minus 5 minus 3 will give you 2x minus 8. Now this is supposed to get multiplied with x41 and then equated to 0. So let's see where this multiplication goes. Now again, as I said, this is 1 cross 3, this is 3 cross 1. We have to multiply both of them, first row, first column. So it's x into x minus 2, minus 10 into 4 is minus 40. And this into this is plus 2x minus 8. This is equal to 0 because there is only one term there, 0, because the final order will be 1 cross 1, which is just one element. So x square minus 2x plus 2x is 0, minus 48 equal to 0. So this is how the calculation will go on, and therefore x is equal to plus minus root of 48. And root 48 can be written as 48 को हम 16 3 लिख सकते हैं, तो that will become plus minus 4 root 3. So this is what the value of x is, and this is how you solve this particular problem. Now from this problem let's move forward to the 10th problem. 10th problem solve करके देखते हैं. Now in the 10th problem we have been given a problem like a situation. There is a market, a manufacturer produces 3 products x, y and z, which he sells into 2 markets, market 1 and market 2, and the 3 products ka distribution have been given, annual sales have been given. If unit sale price of x, y and z are 2.5, 1.5 and 1 INR respectively, find the total revenue in each market with the help of matrix algebra. So इस तरीके के problems हमने पहले एक दो बार solve किए हैं matrix algebra को use करके. Now we need to find the total revenue. So it's like 1 cross 3 will be the total, rather the this is 2.5, x, 1.5 and 1. These are the 3 rates of the 3 products. And then we have 10,000, right? This goes with this, so 10,000, 2,000 and 18,000. This is the first market के 3 products. And then we have 6,000, 20,000 and 8,000. राइट. सो बेसिकली इसमें क्या होगा, दिस इज 1 क्रॉस 3 एंड दिस इज 3 क्रॉस 2, right? And as you can see, the matrix multiplication is possible. That is the whole reason we have 3 and 3 here and 1 and 2. So this into this, so 2.5 into 10,000 will give you the first product in the first market ka revenue. 1.5 into 2,000 will give you the second product ka first market mein revenue, and 1 into 18,000 will give you obviously the third product ka first market mein revenue. This is market 2. So market 2 will come into the second column because the resultant is going to be 1 cross 2, क्योंकि ये 1 और 2 बचा हुआ है. So that is what we are going to do. This is the three products का rates. This is market 1, this is market 2. Now since this is 1 cross 2, there will be two elements, one row and two columns. So A12 will give you the first row and the first column. A11 will give you the first row and the first column. So basically the prices and the first market. So this into this is 25,000, this into this is 3,000, and this into this is 18,000. So 25 plus 3, 28 plus 18 should give you 46,000. So this is the total revenue of market 1. Likewise for market 2, 2.5 into 6,000 will give you 15,000. This will give you 30,000 and this will give you 8,000. So 15 plus 30 is 45 plus 8 is 53,000. So this is market 2 ka total revenue, and by adding them we'll get the total revenue as 99,000. So this is our total revenue for market 1 and market 2 combined together by matrix algebra. Likewise, let's see what will be the now if you go to subsection B of this particular question, they have mentioned that if the unit costs of the three commodities are 2, 1 and 50 paisa respectively, find the gross profit. So let's find the gross, let's find the total cost. So since we have the total revenue, subtracting total cost from it should give you the total profit. So what we will just do is just write this as 2, 1 and 0.5 and keep this matrix same, so that we get the total cost of all the products that are sold, right? जब हम ये फाइंड आउट करेंगे तो हमें ये पता चलेगा कि जो प्रोडक्ट सारे बेचे गए हैं उसका कॉस्ट क्या पड़ता है, एंड दैट टोटल रेवेन्यू माइनस द कॉस्ट दैट वी फाइंड आउट शुड गिव अस द टोटल प्रॉफिट. सो लेट अस फाइंड दैट आउट. So 2 into this 20,000 plus 2 22 plus 9 is 31,000. Likewise 12,000 plus 20,000 32,000 plus 4,000 36,000. And these two added give you 67,000 as the total cost. Therefore total profit is 99 minus 67, which is 32,000. So this is the total profit over this entire transaction. So let's move on to the next problem now, the 11th problem. The 11th problem asks us to find a matrix X given a particular condition. So let's do that. X into the next matrix is a 2 cross 3 matrix, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and this is supposed to be equal to -7 -8 -9 and 2 4 6. Now as I mentioned, this is a 2 cross 3 matrix, this is a 2 cross 3 matrix. Now for this matrix multiplication to be successful, this has to be 2 cross 2, because first of all this has to be equal to this, तो ये तो 2 होना ही चाहिए, and here it is 2 cross 3. अगर ये 3 cross 3 होता तो ये 3 बन जाता, but क्योंकि ये 2 cross 3 है, this is determined by this number here on the left hand side. So it's a 2 cross 2 matrix. So let's see how does the solving go. So since there are 4 elements in this particular matrix, let's assume that as A, B, C and D. Now here we have 1 2 3 4 5 6. After solving, what we get is the first element as first row first column, so it's A plus 4B. The second element here is first row second column, so it's 2A plus 5B. Then we have 3A plus 6B. Then moving to the second row, this into this will give us C plus 4D, 2C plus 5D. Then we have 3C plus 6D. and this is equal to this. Now it's time to do the simultaneous solving. So a plus 4b is equal to minus 7, and let's pick up this 3a plus 6b equal to minus 9. So what I'll do is I'll just multiply this with 3. When I do that, I get 3a plus 12b equal to minus 21, and this is 3a plus 6b equal to minus 9. Now when I subtract them, this gets cancelled. 6b is equal to minus 18, and therefore b is equal to minus 3 is what we get one result as. Now when we substitute b as minus 3 here, we get this as minus 12. Minus 12 goes on the other side, becomes plus 12, and 12 minus 7 will give you 5. So the value of a is equal to 5. Likewise, we will find c and d. Let's go ahead and do that. C plus 4d here is 2, and 2c plus 5d is 4. So we'll multiply this by 2. What we get is 2c plus 8d is equal to 4. 2c plus 5d is also equal to 4. When we subtract, we get 3d as 0, giving you d as 0. Now once d is 0, c automatically becomes 2. So your matrix X now becomes 5, minus 3, 2 and 0. So this is the matrix that you are looking at. This is how you solve problems like this. So the 11th is done. I leave the 12th up to you, another induction problem. Now let's do the 3 MCQs that have been given to us. The 13th one says that if A is alpha, beta, gamma minus alpha such that A square is I, then which of the following is true? Let's see. A जो है, it is alpha, beta, gamma and minus alpha, then A square will be this, right? A square हमें same चीज़ उससे multiply करनी है, and this is supposed to be 1001. That is what they have given in the problem. So let's see how does it expand. Both are 2 cross 2's. So this into this will give you alpha square plus beta gamma. This into this should give you alpha beta minus alpha beta, so which is 0. Now this into this alpha gamma minus alpha gamma, again 0. This into this is beta gamma plus alpha square, because minus minus becomes plus, and this is equal to 1001. Don't have to bother about the zeros. Alpha square plus beta gamma is equal to 1, and beta gamma plus alpha square equal to 1. The same thing again, both of them is same. So if I want to go through the options, since it is 1 everywhere, so this will give you 1 minus alpha square minus beta gamma is equal to 0. So you need to figure out which of the options has this. So option C is the correct answer, because C has 1 minus alpha square minus beta gamma as 0. Let's move on to the 14th problem now. 14th problem says, if the matrix A is both symmetric and skew symmetric, then which of the following is true? Now if matrix is symmetric, then A dash is equal to A, and if matrix A is skew symmetric as well, then A dash or A transpose is minus A. Now in this case, from 1 and 2, we can say that A is equal to minus A, therefore 2A is 0, and therefore A is equal to a 0 matrix. हमने क्या किया, A dash को equate किया दोनों तरफ, तो A is minus A, and hence got A as 0. So the correct answer has to be option B, which says that A is a 0 matrix. On this note, let's move to the 15th problem, the last problem of this particular chapter, last problem of this miscellaneous exercise, after which I suggest you go through the summary so that you can get a brief idea about this chapter again. A is a square matrix, A square is A. So we have been given that A square is A. Now one in the matrix form, which is I plus A the whole cube minus 7A. ठीक है, अब इसे हमें फिगर आउट करना है. What can this be? This can be I plus A into I plus A, इस तरह से ट्रीट कीजिए, into I plus A minus 7A. Now जब मैं इसको और इसको एक्सपांड करूँगा, I into I will give me I square, which is just I. I'll write this as it is. I into A is A again, so plus A into I, A again. A square, A into A is A square, which is A again. This into I plus A minus 7A. Now this is what? This is nothing but I plus 3a into I plus a, obviously with the minus 7a. Now let's expand this. What will this give you? I into I will give you I square again, which is I into a will give you a again, 3a into I will give you 3a, and and the last one will give you 3a square, and since a square is a, this will again give you 3a. This minus 7a. Now this, when you see, it's nothing but 7a plus I. So 7a plus I minus 7a, 7a cancel, and it will give you I. So I is the correct answer for this. So option C is the correct answer for the 15th problem. So this ends the miscellaneous exercise and the problems of the chapter of matrices. I suggest you go to the summary again to just get a brief review about all the important concepts. If you follow all these problems, then it's applying these concepts becomes really easy, even if the problems are changed in the exam.